we're back. Took a little break there. So, I don't remember the last time I kind of checked in with you. Anyways, we're slowly putting the skid all back together. It's all loosened. I got to put some inserts on these. Got most of my parts in. I finally got these bearings on this. That was a bit of a chore. Use a little persuasion courtesy of a sledgehammer and some blocks of wood to hold it up and pound it in. Hey, welcome. I'm going to put a small series together here called, we'll just call it the 91 Super Jag project. And really what we're going to do is we're going to be looking as I try to attempt to restore 1991 Arctic Cat Super Jag. It's time to put the skid back together now. As you can see, I've painted all the parts. Kind of took the wire brush to them with the wire wheels, cleaned them all up, and I've laid them all out in the order that they actually go together. And when there's a piece here, any parts that are associated, I've got them all going up this way, so I can kind of figure out how to put it all together. And I had to figure out exactly which wheels went which, because although most are 5.630, these ones are the only ones that are ever so small. These particular wheels that go on here also have no inserts in them because the bearing fits right onto the shaft, which were very difficult to get out. So I've got everything all the way along here. I've got the parts diagrams on my iPad, a few snacks, bevy, bowl of parts. Make sure I have all my parts and I haven't lost anything in this endeavor. Oh well, time to start putting it back together. Well, it took about 2 hours to kind of go through and put everything together. Checking a lot of parts lookups to see where did this go and is there a washer on that? And, how long was that screw? Of course, the Arctic Cat site, all it says is cap screw. So then you got to take the number and search on the web and find someone selling it on Amazon with the sticker on the package that says it's a 3/8 by 2 inch bolt, and then you can check the measurement on it, make sure exactly which bolt you're using. But I put my new shock in here. I stuck that on. The limiter straps, which go between here and here, were broken, so I do need to pick up a couple of them. That's it. It's about as much as I can do until I get the parts I get. Got some extra parts there. I did get my parts back from the guys. Welded them up. And this has been what's put me on pause for a little bit is, remember this piece? It was in two. Anyway, so it's been welded, all fixed up here. It's back together, nice and straight down through there. And my stud that was in has been removed. I think I'll just run a tap down through there to make sure the threads are nice and sharp, but that's back and ready to rock. And this piece here, which was cracked, has been welded up as well, as you can see. I don't know, can we get a good look there? Get a little better look. There we go. So it's been welded up and it's been painted. So I'm pretty happy here right now. I've kind of got most of it figured out. I do have to go open up the parts list, the schematic, just to double check to make sure that, you know, how I put together the one of the other. Well, I'll show you here. So this collection of parts, the spring holder, a bearing, a couple of parts, the two idler wheels, they all belong on this one shaft. This was the broken shaft. This is the one that was broken right here with the weld that was broken. I had a heck of a time getting this shaft on. This shaft will probably never come off. It's exactly even. I think it's within 1/8 of an inch on either side. It will not. It's not going to turn in here. If it does, it's going to be rare. I literally had to pound it in. I had to heat up this shaft and chill the aluminum rod in here and then pound them through. And that's after sanding both this rod as well as the inside of here. It's just there's enough of a flex in this shaft, which is probably why it broke in the first place. I think it's bent. But it was catching right around where the weld was. But like I say, I did get it through, got it all the way in. It's together. We've got the front here kind of set up, and it's looking good. All right, so we've been tightening and torquing and putting things such as like our screw here, the nut for the spring, half inch showing. I had a little bit here. I had to grind off a little bit of weld, got on there, so I just took care of that. So I've got my little iPad out here with the parts that I'm trying to fit. Oh man, okay, boom. I'm trying to get these parts in this order on this shaft. Washer. That right. I think probably maybe more one of these. Washer. Okay, now I think now we want to go with the silver spacer. And it's this. Let's try to see if we can account for all our little bits. These I did, I exchanged for 4 new ones, so those are fine. 4 lock nuts for the mounting bolts. 4 bolts, 4 lock washers, 1 intact bolt, and 1 broken bolt for the other ones, because there's 6 attachments. So that's all of that. I have 1 extra bolt here, which I think went on this piece here. It's underneath. 4 pins for the bump stops. These rubber bumper stoppers here, I just got to mount them in there. That's it. There's no extra parts, except for those 2 washers. I have 2 washers. I have to figure out where these go. They're obviously on one of the idler wheels. It'll either be on these ones or one of those 4. Not on these. It won't be on these ones. It's too big. Shaft. So they could be on these ones. These look like they have room on them. Here. Look like they got room. So hopefully that's where they go. I'll have to hit the parts layout and see where they go. But basically, that's it. Mostly got it together right now. Alright. We're just checking out on the computer here to determine where those 2 rings go. I think we figured it out. Yeah, so we got one large one here. Can't see it, but there's another. So there's a large washer on each side of these. There's not a large one on that, or is that a big one? I don't think so. I think that's the bearing. I think that's the inside of the bearing I can see because they were red. This one, same size, all the way through. Let's see if we got any more. Yeah, same size on either side of this one. This has a big one on it. Let's go outside and take a look and see if that's what we got. Moment of truth, let's take a look. And it's missing. So we don't have it on there. That gives that. So right there. All right. Well, time to put it back in. Ratchet strap time. Woo. You can see by the smoke in the garage, I got the track back on. Trying to adjust track alignment right now. I struggle with that, but we'll, I'm gonna go inside and let the oil clear for a little bit and try to let it air out. But the track is back on. We are back in business. All right, let's go breathe some fresh air.